Hi everyone, I'm Dale and I'm your new member of Team Psychalia. Just going to go through like a little bit about myself before I actually kick into this video properly, because I'm bringing you a deck list today of what was my second Vanguard deck. My first full deck that I owned was Bermuda Triangle, but I was playing the Lena Pacifica build. I soon moved on to playing Prisms when Extra Booster 6 was released. I actually love playing Bermuda Triangle, to be fair. But today I will be bringing you Dragonic Overlord the End, which was my second deck that I owned, and probably the deck that I do play the most. I have a slight different build to what's probably seen as normal, but I believe that this build's becoming more standard now. But oh well. Anyway, a little bit about myself. Been playing for 8 months-ish now. And of course Aaron's like my mentor at the game. So if it wasn't for him I wouldn't actually be playing. But the decks that I own, which I'll be bringing to you eventually, DOtE, which I'm doing today, Neonectar's Musketeers, which I'm actually really looking forward to their set 14 support with the new Perfect Guard and the Damage Unflipper, which I said to Aaron that the deck needed to actually be insanely good. And of course, one day we might eventually get the Dandelion Musketeer Merca, because with the whole retire one, check top 4, check a Musketeer, sometimes you're going to get 3 triggers and a Corolla Dragon, and you can't call the Corolla Dragon. So we need a grade 1 that's actually worth calling. I also own Dark Irregulars, which I'm looking forward to the Amon's Followers in set 12, along with the Revengers, which come out in the same set. And I also own Bermuda Triangle, as mentioned before. But anyway, time to bring you my DOtE deck list. I use Conroe for the starter. I have a bit of glare there, sorry about that. Conroe is actually an incredibly good starter because it can get you out of grade lock, because you just ride a trigger if you have one, and then when you take a damage you can just search the grade 1. Alternatively, it gets your Barris as well, and if you want, it will get the grade 1 vanilla. I run 6 stand triggers. Yeah, I played the stand build. It's mainly because in the grade 1s you have Genjo, if I remember his name correctly, but he stands himself. Oh, it's Gojo. The heal trigger's Genjo, but he rests himself. Sorry, in order to ditch 1 card and draw 1 card. And of course, when you attack with the Vanguard, you might reveal a stand trigger, which would stand that Gojo, and then you have another full column again. 6 draw trigger. I max out on the Gatling Claw Dragon, because even if I open it, it's not too bad, because I can use it to retire certain starters, such as the one that Platinerzel uses, and the now Dragonic Descendant. That and retiring any grade 0, especially the Forerunners, is incredibly useful, because it means that they're either probably not going to get a search for like their grade 3, or in Conroe's case like grade 1, or they won't be able to gain the benefits off their grade 0. And of course 4 heal triggers are standard. So that makes my trigger line up. Or I could just drop them. Onto the grade 1s. 4 Barry. Running 4 in this deck isn't too bad because it's searchable. There's enough draw power to keep them going, essentially. So playing 4 is good. I think in my Dauntless Eclipse build I played 3, but I had 3 Kimnara and I only played 2 in this. I run 4 Bars, which is the grade 1 vanilla. It's just a good beat stick, good booster. Means 21k DOtE when it's fully up. 2 ammo, again just for draw power. when it hits, I can discard a card and draw one card. Well, when the attack it boosted hits. To Gojo. This is the guy that rests to draw, well, rest, ditch, draw, which is why I play the stand triggers, because then it means that I can get that 7k back and as a booster. And then to Kinara. It's a counterblast put into Soul to retire a grade 1 or less rearguard. Which could mean I can hit boosters, or again I could hit grade 0s, etc. Onto my grade 2 lineup now. I play 2 Bellicosity Dragon. It's the damage on flipper of the deck when it hits the Vanguard. So it means that I can have counterblasts for retiring or with attacking with DOtE. 3 Dragonic Overlord. I actually do kind of prefer playing 3 rather than 4, which I think the last build that topped an event was running 4, maybe even 5 vanillas, because I think it had cross-shot Garp in it as well. 2 Berserk Dragon. Again, it's more retiring for your opponent. And you can get rid of intercepts when you really need to push, or again, just get rid of anything that might be causing a problem. And then finally for the grade 2 lineup, 4 Burning Horn Dragons. Again, it's the 12k attacker when there's an Overlord on field, well, with a Vanguard that's got the name Overlord in it. So it's a good rearguard, should be 20k if you have the bar behind it. And of course with the stand triggers I can restand it, then it should be on 17k, so I can attack him with it again. Grade 3 lineup, I play 4 Overlord. I actually prefer cross riding compared to break riding. Obviously I play the break riding Bermudas, but I just don't have that much of a thing about break rides, because most of them can be perfect guarded pretty easily, and that's a lot of play down. I actually do prefer cross riding because of the 13k base, and it's just generally better in the grind game, to be fair, which this deck can do a lot of grinding. And finally, for the grade 3s, I play 4 of the End, so I have 4/4 on cross ride. That, and with his Persona Blast, you need to maximise on how many of him that you have in the deck. But yeah. So that's basically what I've been testing out recently. I feel that the deck can't quite push as much as what it used to back when I played crit triggers instead of stands, but again, I guess it just kind of comes down to preference in terms of what trigger lineup you'd rather play. I like having the 6 draw triggers because it means I maintain a good hand advantage, so I can actually make plays turn after turn. However, I feel that stands don't quite give me the push that the deck used to have. I should really try the deck with Dauntless over the regular Dragonic Overlord, but I'd rather play Dauntless with something like Eclipse because of the potential to retire 4 in one turn. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching this, and hopefully that you'll accept me as a new member properly. But yeah, when the Trios season starts again, me, Aaron and Max are planning on playing 3 Paladin clans, with me having Revengers, Aaron having Liberators, and Max hopefully having Dual Knights, if he doesn't get rid of them like he does every other deck. But yeah, thank you for watching again, and I should be back soon.